Good morning. Oh, there it is. You see the moon? There in the branches, relatively close to the center of the screen. If we go this way, I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, there's right in the center of the screen now. So it's a very waning moon. When I went out to swim this morning, there was a very bright morning star. So as the days get shorter, I'll have more opportunities to catch the night sky for you. Welcome people to Sunrise Stroll and Chat. You can see there's signs the sun is coming, even though it's very, very grey. But that strip of cloud is catching the sun rays ahead of our eyes. Isn't it amazing? We know the sun is coming. The dawn. It's rather peaceful except for that single engine plane that was there a little earlier. Also, I'd like to point out while I remember, because I forget very quickly, maybe you're noticing a new pattern in the Sunrise Stroll and Chat, to which you're all very welcome. And the new pattern is that in the last couple of weeks, since exactly a month ago, I started the Instagram Live. So that was at, we actually did 30 editions, and God willing, when I finish this morning with this Sunrise Stroll and Chat, we'll switch over to Instagram Live. It's a shorter little package, and sometimes we're ahead of the game, and I feel in a certain sense that you guys got to see the sunrise because we started out with that custom, so we'll try and get you the sunrise every morning if possible, God willing. And then also we'd like to show some of the beauty of the sunrise to the Instagram people, in as much as that's possible. So we'll be doing a combination. Sometimes we'll start with the sunrise, with the Instagram, sometimes with the Facebook. But the Facebook Sunrise Stroll and Chat still has the priority for the sunrise. But sometimes then I'll start 10 minutes earlier, or because this way we will still see the sunrise, I think, the way the sky is predictable right now. And then afterwards, but we won't see as much of sun. We're starting a little earlier than the sun is coming up. But we'll try and use the WhatsApp link, and I see more people are joining the WhatsApp link, so I give you a little heads up about that when I'm ready to start. So, good morning everybody. That were just like little house announcements there. Now we know that these squadron birds are predators, not predators, but they're invasive species that obviously push out others. So before they were 100% friendly, now it's kind of, a certain reservation. Well, that's the way nature is as well. There's a lot of pushing and shoving. And in our world of redemption, of mercy, of tying up wounds and brokenness, the law of kindness and charity, to take care of the weak. It's another principle, right? And the Creator shows His majesty and glory and splendor in the marvelous works of creation. We're waiting for the sun to come. The light is heading our way over 93 million miles of distance. It takes 8 minutes for the light to travel that far, so it does about over 11 million miles a minute. That's a lot. And if there's 60 seconds in a minute, that's almost 1,000,000 miles every 5 seconds, every 6 seconds. It's amazing speed. So what's that? That's about 150,000 miles every second. Or more. I lost track of my calculation. No, 5 seconds for 1,000,000. So, no, it's more. It's almost 500,000 miles. 500,000 miles a second. 500,000 miles a second. Wow. A little faster than those birds. There we have them again. They're really having fun this morning. Well, there's a nice little tinge in the water already from the sunrise, the pending sunrise, the coming sunrise. Well, you see that little bird there? And they're also an invader. So the guy the other day told us that these black ones with the yellow beak, I think that's the one there, they're also an invading species. And then there's a slew of birds that come in the springtime, and they eat up millions of little fish. So they're in a certain sense a pest for the fishermen because it reduces the potential fish catch. And they cover like a cloud. They come down on the lake, and they're moving like they're hop, skip, jump on the lake, and they come and they swoop down, they sweep up the fish, and then they go down another stretch and they sweep up another bunch of fish. Like the locusts of old. So here we are. Look at how still this is. I think I should stop talking and let you just enjoy the quiet. Here we are at the Sea of Galilee. Welcome to Sunrise Stroll and Chat for all you who are joining us. If I could zoom in to get those birds. There's one sitting over here that you might be able to catch. I imagine that bird won't stay there all the time, it will take off. It's right here in that first little bit of ground. You can see him there. I'm going to bring it right to the very center of the screen, right there, very center of the screen. There, look at that bird. You can see it? Wow, that's a great picture. Look at the neck, raising her beak, or his beak. Can you see the bird? It's right there in the center of the screen. You almost want to tell that single-engine plane to go away. That bird is moving. I'm going to try and go in again to see him. Maybe she has spotted some prey. She's walking slowly and lying lowly. Look, See that neck? Look. Wow, something was grabbed there, I think. Or not? Yes. Oh, yes, there's a mouthful. Can you notice? Got quite the mouthful there. Hey, our guys are coming here. Let me take you around. I hit the screen too zoomed in. Sorry about that, people. But they were just right here. I should have narrowed down the screen first. Sorry. Next time. Oh, there were a few more there. 7 more. Oh, there's the sun coming. What's going on? Come on. The sun is down here. There we got it. Right in the center of the screen. Good morning, sun. Welcome. Welcome, sunlight. 8 minutes away, sunlight. 93 million miles traveled. Now our bird has turned around the opposite direction. Look at that, people. Look at that. Look at that, isn't that marvelous? I just wanted to catch some other birds that were flying there, but they had gone out of sight. There you are, people. This is sunrise at the Sea of Galilee this morning. How splendid. And the bird is right in the line of the sunrise. I want to see one of those birds taking off with this detail. I imagine we'll see some of these today on repeat shows on Instagram and Facebook, these screenshots. Thank you all for making a reference to the sunrise stroll and chat when you post them, because this spreads the word and allows people to come in here and enter into this contemplation and enter into the readings. I'd really love to get rid of that single engine plane, but that's okay, I guess. I hope he's being blessed by nature, whoever's flying it, blessed by the grace of God. Okay, so we forget the bird. I got the message. The bird is too full to take off. Very good, Linda. That's an observation from Australia about something happening right now in the Sea of Galilee. Isn't that amazing? So, with this in mind, let's see what the good word is saying to us today of the second book that God wrote, the book of nature and the book of, we call the Bible, which is actually a library of books. It's a collection of books. So Paul's first opening salvo this morning in the Corinthians chapter 10 of first letter to the Corinthians is, my beloved ones. There's a lot of love in Paul. Sometimes he's presented as, being very tough, and he's very tough on himself. But he has a tremendous love. And there are some of the letters that are amazing in this sense. Oh, look at this bird here. Oh, he just landed. I'd love to catch them in flight. There's a bird right over there. Oh, there he's going again. There are two of them. There we go. Coming for us here. Come on, little bird. Come over our way. There we go. A lot of bird sounds this morning. Our little fellow's there, quite stable, doing digestion, having an after dinner drink. Or after breakfast drink. My beloved ones, avoid idolatry. One thing that fascinated me the first year or two of Pope Francis' messaging was about idolatry. And I hadn't heard that language before, but it's amazing how we can put our heart in some creatures or distortions of creatures, and we can hang on to that, and we condition our lives. And we give ourselves to our hearts, our feelings, our happiness. We tie it to a creature that's going to last as long as the shadow here on the water, and sometimes even shorter. And many creatures are taken care of in a single day. They don't return again. They're passing, like that bird was flying for a moment and it's over. And there's so much life in these creatures, in a salary, in a possession, in a nice lawn, in a new piece of clothing. And sure, there's an expression of life and love and work in these things, and goodness. But our heart is made for much, much more. All these things are like little tickling that a parent does to a little baby to get them to wake up, to get them to laugh, to get them to react, to develop their interaction capacity. And so God is tickling us with all these things this morning. The sounds of the birds, the light, the changing light, the flight patterns. We got one over here flying right now. Where are your little birdie gone? Okay, I missed that. Oh, there it is. Flying over Tiberias, but it's actually much closer to us. So now I can't catch it anymore there. So much goodness, so much life in these things, but we can't build on them. We can't build our life and our happiness on these things. Impossible. Impossible. But so many people do it. And then there's a mudslide and all that residential security washes down the mountainside. It's interesting, that's the exact same image that's in the gospel today. And Jesus talks about building our house on sand, or building it on rock. The one who builds on rock is the one who gleans from these incredible words of life coming from the fountain of all life. speaking about life and the fountain of life. One of our guests here with their little baby, kicking his legs, and Daddy is waking up that life and that little baby. Shabbat Shalom. And there's a jet ski out there experiencing life in another way. Can you see the jet ski in the center of the screen now? Kicking up the water, making noise, enjoying speed and power and fast turns. Building our life on rock, solid rock. To resist the waves and the storms and the tempests. Right here for you, a sunrise today. Hello, Eliane. It's great to see all those names coming in again and again. It's really a family. Welcome to the Magdala family. If you're new, just join us. You'll have fun. And because at the beginning I mentioned about the changes of schedule a little bit to accommodate the Instagram live viewers and to accommodate obviously the Facebook primary commitment to do the sunrise stroll and chat. So we have that WhatsApp group, and you can just go in there in the information attached to this sunrise stroll and chat. Once it's posted, you can see there's a WhatsApp group, and you can join it to be notified on time when we have little changes. Again, I want to say thank you for all the sharing. We've had a month of Instagram live. I'm doing Instagram for over 5 years, but a month of live Instagram. So I want to thank you all for all the participation, for the conversation, for the suggestions, for the support, and I still owe you a little report on that to get the new equipment here, and I will get that for you eventually at some point. So many things are happening in our office, and it's all challenging, but the Lord is good, and we keep pushing. We have over 200 guests here this weekend, And thanks be to God, because it allows us to have a lot of staff here getting a little salary for their families. We're praying that wisdom will prevail and God's will be done regarding all the shutdown and all the lockdowns that they're talking about. And we trust in the Lord. I think I'm not sure if I've gone over time. I forgot to notice when I started. But I think we've had a very nice morning together here at the Sea of Galilee. And I wish you a lot of blessings today. To all our Jewish friends, a Shabbat Shalom. And to all of you, especially a blessed Sunday tomorrow, celebrating the Lord's resurrection. To all of our Christian friends. And a wonderful time together with your family. And there's always a way to bring out a smile, even if there's trouble and tensions and difficulties. And bring out that smile today. That's the path to helping the other to blossom. And that's a great path of life, a great path of happiness. God bless you and have a wonderful day. See you later.